And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing bettered, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Jesus, came in and pressed behind, and touched his garment. For she said, If I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, and turned him about in the press, and said, Who touched my clothes? And his disciples said unto him, Thou seest the multitude throng thee, and sayest thou, Who touched me? And he looked around about to see her that had done this. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him, and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace, and be whole of thy plague. This is in Luke. And the woman, having an issue of blood 12 years, which had spent all her living upon physicians, neither could be healed of any, came behind him and touched the border of his garment. And immediately her issue of blood stanched. And Jesus said, Who touched me? When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multitude throng thee and press thee, saying, Thou, who touched me? And Jesus said, Somebody had touched me, for I perceive the virtue is going out of me. And when the woman saw that she was not hid, and she came trembling and falling down before him, she declared unto him before all that the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. And he said unto her, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace. Interesting. So right here when it says, and the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling. It's kind of right there. She was uncovered. And she came falling down before him, and she declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched him. So it's like her shame became unhidden. Like she told them like why, and what happened, and that she was immediately healed, like what was wrong with her. So it's like her shame, like the 12 years of her bleeding, her issue of blood, she became exposed in that hour. Basically, like her issue of blood, like she that was her testimony. But he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace. The touch wasn't the same as any just touching elbows or brushing against someone. This touch was different. This touch drew power from him, his healing power, virtue power. It said in Mark 5:25, she had spent all that she had and nothing better, but it rather grew worse. It said in Matthew, if she touched just the hem of his garment. In Luke, it says that she came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stenched. Who touched me? She was desperate. She needed help, and she knew just the touch of his garment could heal her. How many of us is in need of a healing? How many of us know just a touch, we could be healed? All I could think about is her with her issue being smelly, crawling. Most likely she probably fell down because everybody pushing, shoving, and all this kind of stuff, and all the stuff that she was going through for all them years, and her being pushed through the crowd, and everybody being pushed through the crowd, and she fell. Most likely she probably fell. And so she pushing her, just crawling her way through, you know what I'm saying, to where she able to touch the hem of his garment. And she's like, if I can only touch the hem of his garment. And she probably got stepped on multiple times. If I can just touch the hem of his garment, and just dirty and just filthy by crawling on the ground, and not to mention the stench of blood as well, and all this. And the moment she touched, She automatically felt everything just dry up. And he knew someone touched him. Not a regular touch because everybody was touching him, but this touch was different. And that's why he said, to touch me. It was her faith. That's why he said, daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. How many people need a healing, whether it be in their mind, their body, their spirit, their soul? Because you have tried everything. I mean, everything. The world tried to offer you things, no matter what it is, through addictions, through lust of the flesh, through all these type of things. And you tried everything. It didn't work. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. And you still trying things and nothing literally worked. And you have the stench of life, the stench of things of the flesh and things in your spirit that is actually killing you. What you don't understand is literally killing you. And you living day by day and you crawling through this filth and through the muddiness and through all this, through the dirt every day, and things are in your ear, just in you, and all this kind of stuff. And you don't get that. You need to actually keep crawling. But if you keep doing it and you end up touching and you don't listen to the voices, the outside voices that's telling you that you are not worth it, that's telling you that you don't need to go that route because you didn't try everything else, but now you're trying to try a different route. You're trying to try Jesus. But if you don't listen to those voices and you keep crawling, you trying and you crawling through the filth, through all this kind of stuff, and even though you're dirty, you filthy, you stanky, you keep crawling, and you just touch the hem of his garment.